How's it going, guys? Matt here with Carolina Coops. Welcome to Video Chicken. To my left is my host, Kristen Warren.
I think this one really could be a male.
Oh, we got one that's hatching? This show is for you guys. This is the bass fiber. Y'all know chickens are the gateway drug into homesteading.
We survived with only one trip to the ER.
Coyotes are everywhere.
It's about time you show up, Matt.
Uh-huh.
It's a great straw.
It is time, finally, for chicken police. They defecate every 12 seconds. Is that true? Now it is officially noon because the buzzer went off.
Well, I've never counted.
That's long
More
road.
coops.
That's a good one with the courts and everything.
And more chickens.
Well, the math you do now, Daddy, is chicken math.
Calm down, Matt.
But-
Calm down. Asleep. And here I am.
Nice. All right, so now we're officially finally unmuted.
I thought I unmuted you.
No, now we're unmuted. So that intro, we lost it.
Ugh.
That was a hell of an intro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
It's
holidays.
never the
Happy
same again.
Festivus.
Yes.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy December.
Happy December.
Happy solstice.
Happy solstice.
Thank God
Solstice?
it's almost over.
Yeah, so welcome back, co-host Kristen.
Thank
Sales
Thank
manager.
you. I drove all day and all night, got in at 4 a.m., and here I am.
Yes, I wasn't sure if you were going to make it or not.
Well,
The fear of missing out is strong with you.
well, it is.
You couldn't do it, could
I
you?
was also worried about my chickens. You know, I have everything set up to leave town, but you just when you leave your chickens to somebody else to take care of.
Your
Thank
daughter.
you, Sam. No.
Oh, no, that your daughter was with you.
Yeah, my whole family was with me, so I had my daughter's roommate take care of the chickens. So there's always that in the back of your head too, and then missing your pets and missing you guys, my Coop family.
Yeah, well, let me let you in on something. I'll never do this again by having you gone and our future shop manager Eric gone at the same time. It was hell around here.
Yeah, we both noticed that we got promotions when you were missing us.
No, that was not. There was no.
Like I'm always sales girl, but when I was gone, it was sales manager.
Yes, that is correct because that was an official
and he
statement.
He had a new title too when he was gone. So we should leave more often.
No,
and
so
our
people are
titles
coming and
will-
going.
will-
Where are you going? We got
will
people coming
escalate.
and going. Welcome to Video Chicken Live. Are we
maybe
streaming?
maybe it's such a good show that they're dropping to get us on their big screen TV. Or something.
Is that what it is? I noticed we went up and down. Let us know. I don't see any comments coming in yet. Where's the comments? We are going to go ahead and get started with today's show. We got a fun show today, but let's make sure everything.
Well, I didn't
there
drive
was-
all this way for nothing.
The force be with you. Okay, so we're going. Ingrid, just give me one. This is where Ingrid. She's already getting mad at me. All right, we're gonna just. I gotta see the.
and
comment.
we have Non in the house. I'm excited.
Yeah, so I was gonna have.
Ho, ho, ho.
There we go.
So Nan has officially said she's not working today.
Not doing it.
Not doing it. So
Yeah,
she's,
but when I wanted to not work today, I was.
Wait, are we working?
well, technically, yes, we are working.
You
Don't.
didn't have to come.
It doesn't feel like
Thank
work.
you. Thank you.
I was guilted.
Who guilted you into coming to work today?
You should have
did?
lived in my house if you wanted to be guilted.
Peer pressure.
Oh my gosh.
It was peer pressure that
There
brought me
was.
in here.
See, Kristen agrees. She knows.
This is like a day off for me.
What part of I understand, and I said this to both of you. If you guys don't want to come in, that's fine.
That's fine. It's fine. You
It's
love it.
fine.
You love it when I say it's fine.
Everything's
It's fine.
fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, so speaking of that,
We're having the show with or without you. You can come if you want.
all right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give a couple minutes for everyone to get in here. We are
that
live.
bad?
It is Christmas Eve. I promise we have not started drinking yet, but I think Nan's got shots of Fireball ready to go here in a little bit. Today,
Bring some holly jolliness in here.
yeah, Holly Jolly. It's Christmas Eve. We are live, December 24th, 2021. Again, thank you for everyone coming here. I appreciate it. And you just said something that I tell you, I want to share this real quick. That I have had so many employees say this week how much they love working here. And you just said it doesn't feel like work. That is priceless, isn't it, folks?
It
Yes.
really is. Monday. I actually kind of look forward to Monday mornings. That is just like unheard of. Like what?
Yeah, that's how much fun it is to build chicken coops. All right, so today's show, again, is for you guys. And what we're going to talk about, it's Merry Chickmas.
Right.
Right.
Did you just cluck?
Possibly.
That was Ingrid's clucking. Oh, and by the way, yes, we got Ingrid behind the computer. And Nan is in the studio today. She is not going to work. So they're buttering you up for a Christmas post. Mike Trapp is on point.
Yeah.
He is correct.
Buttering
Been
us
fooled.
up for what?
I've been fooled. Look at the green bulbs. Look at the special effect Christmas bulb I have here.
I thought we should wrap tinfoil around them. Wouldn't that be fun?
No, I'm
Yeah,
done.
glitter.
My days of playing with tin. Okay, so anyways, so today, Ingrid, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about our chicken Christmas list. So what are the must-haves for your chickens and for your coop? Or is it a coop that is on your chicken Christmas
We
list?
did get some calls for Christmas coops.
So many calls.
You have no idea. What a week to take off.
Oh, I thought it would be slow the week before Christmas.
Nope.
No?
No.
These hats are kind of warm. So if you are listening to the edited, recorded podcast from a couple weeks from now, which Ingrid, you have been doing a great job, by the
Thank
way.
you.
I appreciate that when you get it edited and you put it out there. We are decked out. Well, where's your Christmas lights?
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
And we got to get Nan on here too. Nan's got the best Christmas sweater. Nan's got the best outfit.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
Nan, maybe you should come in here real quick and say hi to everyone.
Yeah.
This is Nan because you don't get to see Nan a lot. Nan loves. Where are you going?
Oh, so she
Oh, okay, fine. Come on.
she
All
can
right.
just have a seat
All right.
and because it's the full view.
Wait, you're missing your bells. You've been wearing bells for the
You
past
stand-
30
yeah,
days.
you stand
Past
up, there's
no,
no
you
head.
got no, you got to sit. Okay. So what is a cotton-headed ninny muggin?
Well, you see, everybody, I think, has.
Here, have a seat real quick.
Okay,
Jeez.
but I had to show off my sweater.
Well, you're gonna be able to show off your sweater. All right, we got to get to the chickens.
Ninny muggin.
We need Christmas chicken sweaters. Someone needs to come up. There we go. There's Nan, everyone. Yeah, so you got the Christmas lights.
I do.
Just like
That's
Kristen,
so
where's
nice.
yours?
These ones are.
But I was
oh, it's
issued
so,
some, but that was last week, and I don't know what happened.
Do you want mine? You can have mine.
It's so weird that these
I
ones
think
are
they're gonna.
see-through.
I think they're gonna give me a seizure. If I
Distracting.
All right, so Nan is officially going to try to stay out of the office. We had a busy week, so Nan, I can't thank you enough for stepping up and.
You should try to thank me harder. More.
Well, it is Christmas.
It is Christmas.
Maybe you should make dinner.
What? Yeah, I make dinner. I
Okay.
order pizza and
There.
take the kids to McDonald's. Okay. So yes, this is the best, and you even got garland around your Christmas lights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you did your nails this morning, and of course she's out there drying them off, and we're trying to get ready for the show. Did you fix it? Yeah, you flicked it on my shirt.
You
So-
walked into my fanning.
All right.
right,
All right. So let's go ahead and get started.
Am I excused?
Yes, you are excused. I know.
Okay.
Nan does.
Well, while you're there, what
Nan
kind
does
of
not
calls
like
did
be-
you get this week? Anything
Nan
interesting?
does not like being in front. Yeah, you got any stories?
Any stories? Any shop drama?
Yeah, nobody had a heart attack this week.
Anything
No.
going on?
No heart attacks. Matt was out in the shop all week
Thanks
it-
a lot, Eric.
with his work clothes, like the actual work clothes on, which was. I feel like it was a breath of fresh air to have you out there because I feel like it's just very helpful when you know the things.
I get things done.
But the
Boy,
bathroom
do
sink
we-
is still on the floor.
Oh, hey, you know what? We got so much done this week. And I tell you, we also started something this week, and I need everyone to go do this. And if you got to do it right now and come back to the show, that's fine.
Go
'cause it's-
decorate your coops for Christmas.
No. Oh, we got a great picture of
Yeah.
a decorated chicken coop.
Yeah. We have
We did?
lots of them. I have to.
All right, well,
post that.
finish that thought. What
Yes.
Can we have
I know. Ingrid gave me, she goes, you got to finish your thoughts. What happens is my brain goes so fast forward.
You've already finished.
And
your
I've already
thought.
forgot my thought. No, I'm just kidding. So we did our first official TikTok video. Excuse me.
What?
What? We did. So you must go, if you're not on TikTok, and I know it's hard for some people that have not started on TikTok. It is awesome. Even Kristen was like, I'm not going to get on TikTok. No, she loves TikTok. My dad, I'm not getting on TikTok. They love it. I know you're not. No, you're on it. You just don't really.
I don't do the things.
You just don't watch them at, full volume around other people.
My phone is a device just for other humans to use. as
So
needed.
we're going to make sure we can hear you. Here we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just want to make sure we can hear you. So, got to go to TikTok, Carolina Coops, and make sure you follow us. I don't know how my daughter
TikTok.
already. What'd I say?
TikTok.
TikTok.
She comes up with the best names.
I know.
She's the best. That's her job.
Yeah,
that's
I don't know
that's
how
her
you-
special magical skill power.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. So
No,
TikTok.
yeah, very clever.
TikTok. That's not bad.
TikTok.
We might need to go get that. TikTok.com. All right, so you must follow Carolina Coops at TikTok, and make our daughter, who's got thousands of followers already.
Way more than you.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but the whole idea.
You're not 8.
Well, she has content and you don't.
I thought our content was pretty good. So what we're gonna do with the TikTok at Carolina Coops is I thought it'd be fun to show. People love to show the tips and tricks, and people all the time. And like Ingrid was like, you got to go back out there and on TikTok show how you're looking at the end grain of a 2x4, and you can tell by looking at this what it's most likely gonna do. And I'm like, well, doesn't everyone know that?
No.
It's just fascinating. I mean, there's so much that you can see.
Well, what is that one going to do? How is that going to warp?
Well,
I didn't even know that you could look at the end grain and figure out if a board was going to warp. I think that's important for people to
They
know.
need to have a training day out in the shop.
well. Oh, you mean our audience
no,
needs a training day? Huh?
Speaking of training.
Training.
Oh.
Well, okay, all right. Well, so you want to talk about shop drama? I never. If you're a school teacher, please teach your kids fractions.
Or a parent.
How hard is it to read a tape measure? Honestly, I don't get it. But anyways, all
These
right.
are free online.
So I'm getting lost. All right, so we started our first TikTok. Please go follow. I want to build it. I want to share with people tips and tricks out in the shop. And it's good for anyone. If you are into building, I guarantee you're going to learn something. Whether it's
A 7th.
learn how to call your board. You're going to look at a 2x4. I mean, there's so
3/16.
much.
You're going to call your board? Is
You're
that
gonna-
like hello board?
it's calling your lumber.
Hello, lumber.
And
Not on speed dial.
and I want someone to see something.
Is it call or coal?
Call.
Call.
Like call, C-A-L.
Oh.
Call your lumber. So like right here is a great example. Here is just a piece of scrap wood that we use for our chicken coops. And I mean, I don't know if we can do a close up and if it'll zoom in, but take my word for it. One of the things that we always emphasize is the quality of our lumber. And this
We
is
only buy the good wood.
Doug fir. Now, yes, you will have, this is number 2, which is a good lumber. Number 2 or better, technically, Doug fir. But here's the important thing. I want people to notice. Now, people that are into trees, they're spotting it right away. Do we have any guesses what this end grain's showing us? I'm not talking about it going to crook or bow or this and that.
The age.
It can tell you the age. You're close. But here's the thing I think is very important. What? Go ahead.
How fast the tree grew.
Look how fast the tree grew.
So fast.
So fast to keep up with demand. So our lumber does come from sustainable forests. I think that's very important. There's a lot of snobby woodworkers, which I like to think myself as a snobby woodworker, to say, oh no, that's not that good. That's not true. There's a lot of good to wood that grew fast. Yes, it's going to be different.
He is a very snobby tool.
It is going to be very
tool
different from
purchaser.
slow growth
Woodworker.
lumber. It is going to be very different type of wood, but for chicken coops, it works great. So anyways, we're going to do some TikToks where we're talking about that. And then you can also see how this particular board, the center is off a little bit. So potentially, this side of the board is going to react different than this side. But if it's kiln dried well and heat treated and all that, it'll case harden and it will stabilize, but doesn't always happen. We definitely see this true with pressure treated lumber. But the most important thing is if I flip this, look how it's almost a mirrored image. So that means this board's going to stay more stable. If this pith was reversed, let's see. So we're off to, on the viewers, what would be the viewers? To their left, right? They're seeing what I'm seeing. So if I flip it, it is also off to the left. All right. Very important. So you have consistency going through the board. So just little things like that. That's what we're going to do on TikTok. Is that cool?
We're going to talk about the wood.
Yes. And then let us know if you...
and more fun stuff than that.
Well, we definitely got to have fun stuff. And like yesterday, we did a TikTok video on how to keep all your screws straight when you're pre-drilling your metal roofing. So if you're doing any kind of metal
Was
roofing...
that fun?
I thought it was spectacular.
Yeah, we're going to have to spice it up a little.
I'll get some chicken videos.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll get some chicken.
Or we'll mix it up with people, chickens, coops.
Yeah, as long as people stop taking vacation. Everything lately is like after the holidays. All right, well, let's get into the...
My idea was to have your first TikTok video of all of our staff wearing the hats and the Christmas balls and things, working out in the shop like Santa's workshop.
Oh, yeah.
So we did. Jetta went around, handed out Christmas hats or Santa Claus hats, whatever you want to call these hats. Like mine's not really. Like yours looks so much better than mine right now. I think
I've been wearing mine for a week.
Yeah. Why don't you have your bells on?
I'm not working today. I don't have to have bells on.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, so they're out there working away wearing hats, and it was maybe next year.
Okay.
It was funny. All right. So let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
Again, this show is for you guys. I see people are finally coming in. We weren't sure what kind of audience we're going to get today, but who's going to miss a Christmas show? So now
People should still be in bed drinking coffee.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for supplying
There's
us.
always going back to bed for coffee.
Yes, with Christmas decorations, Christmas
time.
hats. I see yours is special because you got garland around your lights.
I have to do something special for myself.
Right. Yes, and love. We got to make some chicken coop ugly sweaters.
Next year, we will have the Chickmas t-shirts.
I think that's a great idea. Good job, Ingrid.
Carolina
Chickmas.
Coops
Assuming you came
Chickmas
up with that.
T-shirts.
Of course I did.
Of course you did.
Every brilliant idea I came up with.
See, I turned her mic up a little bit. Doesn't Ingrid sound a little bit better now?
She always sounds great.
I know, but I had to turn her up a little bit. She has a tendency to get away from that mic.
We love Ingrid.
All right, let's go and get started. Let's start
right,
talking
I'm outta
about.
here.
Thank you, Nan.
You're welcome.
That is Nan, everyone.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yes. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, just be happy.
So we're getting comments on the Christmas checklist, and Mike Trapp, otherwise known as Trapper, his list includes hawk protection supplies, and he reached out to me. And this is something that I've had another person. I know.
Oh, we're getting all right.
So I've had two people reach out to me on what I used for my netting, and I highly recommend Stromberg Chicken Supplies because their poultry netting is.
We are not paid for that statement.
I know we're not, but I'm doing it because I care about your chickens.
Right. That's what I want people to know. How many times do people contact us and they don't want to promote our product unless we give them something for free? But we do it because we love it.
Right.
Because we give a poop.
Yes, that's we give a poop about your coop. So I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah. So Stromberg's poultry netting is heavy duty. It lasts 7 to 10 years easily. Mine's out baking in the sun and it's still holding up, and it's great. So that's what I would recommend for the netting because you can buy cheap netting, but if you don't want to go up there and replace it every year or two.
And that's the nylon netting, right?
It is nylon. All right. So back in my exterminating days, one of my favorite thing to do is to install. We might need to turn that. Was that up enough? That I want to make sure everyone heard that.
We'll do it again.
Everybody heard it.
No, not bad. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So, anyways, I did a lot of bird exclusion work. So, if we're talking about a way to keep hawks out when your chickens are out, yes, Ingrid, what you did is textbook perfect. We need to go. Actually, should do a video of it because you did a great job, and I can tell you it's a lot of work. And the worst thing you're going to want to do is put up a cheap net. It's easy to buy a cheap net because it's cheap. You don't want to do it. You definitely want 3/4 by 3/4, heavy duty, black.
UV resistant.
Yep. You want to make sure it says ultraviolet resistant, which it should be for all bird netting, and it should last longer. I don't know if you recall what the warranty was. But the black is so important. And when I was an exterminator and used to do bird exclusion work, people would always say, why black? Why not white or this and that? You'll see it. Believe it or not, black absorbs the light. That is going to disguise it so much more. And it's just like when you're putting a screen on the walls of a chicken coop. You could be hanging chain link fence, but if you don't secure it well, it's not going to hold up. You're going to have problems. Now, I want a quick disclaimer on that. and we have seen this firsthand when we like to, call them aviaries when you get out and something that big, is don't think it's going to keep out some of your nocturnal predators. It's really just for your daytime aerial predators.
Absolutely.
So we've had raccoons come down and tear right through it. And that was more because we were putting it in the woods, which actually helps save a lot of money when installing the bird netting. But in your case, you don't have any trees that they're going to climb up or climb down.
I did have a cat in there one time. Luckily, my birds were already locked away, and it got through the space on the top of the wall, the fencing, and the netting. But I think it's also important if you're going to do a large area that you do something that supports the netting as well.
Didn't we do a long walk around video of your chicken coop?
Yes, and that's what some of the people were asking.
Is it on our YouTube channel?
It is.
Oh, well, we should bring that up so we can have people see what we're talking about.
I would like to do a show on site from her.
I know.
I did more too. I did cabling on the lower level,
Especially
as well.
during the growing
Right,
season.
and there's so much to it. And the cabling's important, the hog ringing, the turnbuckles. There's so much to it. It's actually not hard. I loved doing it when I did it professionally to keep birds out. In the case, this is the same thing. We're just try to keep hawks out.
Well, I have a low tech idea for hawks, and this is something I just got on order again. Is the crow call.
Have you ever done crow calling?
Obviously, I'm not very good at it, but just for the illustration, I did have one, and I don't know what happened to it. And it did work. If you call the crows, they come, and I think that might be a really good low tech way of keeping the hawks away. That and a dog.
I love it because nothing makes me happier than when an animal's on the payroll.
Right, or a goose, or a llama.
Donkey.
A llama.
A llama are guard animals.
I've never. Oh, look at this. Oh, you get special Christmas lights with
thank you,
Garland.
Nod.
Look at that. Your very own.
Is it going to be too loud if I open up the windows?
Why is it getting hot in here?
Oh my gosh.
It's not hot. I think it's perfectly comfortable. There you go.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
love
it.
that.
Welcome to the green ball party where everything's see-through. Anyways, so I never heard of a llama. Definitely heard of donkeys. But anyways, crows,
Yeah,
and
donkeys
even
too.
ravens. When we were out in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I can't wait till that video is going to be done, Ingrid. Oh, I'm going to finish my statement, I promise, about in the videos, the customer thought they were hawks. They're not. They're ravens. And it was amazing watching ravens. They're just like crows, but they're bigger. But they love the barrel roll. I don't know if a lot of people know that when they're flying through the sky, they barrel roll. But anyways, hopefully Ingrid's going to be done with the video soon.
All
but
I want is a crow for Christmas.
Ingrid's on a learning curve. She officially is just gotten right in to the world of Apple. Starts with the iPhone.
Matt, you know what these are the things I do for you.
I know. I tell you, I appreciate it, and you'll thank me later. Having an Apple for especially video editing is the best thing ever. So anyway, getting back to what the show's about is things that we need. So Mike Trepp was asking, was that a question about?
Well, he ordered, that's on his list.
That's on his list.
So some people like an owl, but I don't think that
I don't think
really
that
works.
They don't
You'd have to move it, and you have to do owl calls all the time for it to have any.
Do owls deter hawks?
They can, but they also can get chickens.
I would say
I would like a miniature pet owl.
Well, yeah.
Fun fact. You ever see the owl on the dollar bill?
No.
Is that getting weird?
Yeah.
Wrap the tin
That's
foil
a
around
different.
the
That's a
green
different
light.
show.
That's a different show. Uh-oh. Just an excuse to play the helicopter. So, yeah, owls don't work. If they did, exterminators would be out of business. Crows do work. Ravens work. The bird night. There are great ways. And then the other big one, too, and a lot of people think you can't have chickens and a dog, and I disagree so heartily. I've seen a lot of people use their dogs to protect their flock. It definitely can be done. So must-haves for Christmas. What else? Are we going to give our suggestions for must-haves?
Yes, please.
Yes. Do you have your list of must-haves? And that's
all I want is a crow for Christmas.
So this is a bold statement, must have. Now, I want a quick disclaimer that there's a very short list, if you will, if you're thinking about getting into backyard chickens that you must have. But let's first talk about what that is.
Okay.
Okay. The chicken coop, obviously, the most important part, and it's got to be done right. But a lot of people do call and they ask about all the other things.
And you also need chickens.
Yes, you must have chickens, which we had a great show last week, by the way, talking about
That
chickens.
was a lot of fun.
I hope you guys enjoyed that show. Was there comments
And
yet?
I even have my shopping list.
All right, so you got the coop, you got the chickens. So the two must-haves, you got to have some type of feeder. And what do we love? What do we got to think about when it comes to feeders? We're picking out a feeder.
You don't
How
want
much it holds,
Mm-hmm.
how much space it takes up,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
waste. How much it
waste,
wastes. Food.
one that they can't perch on and poop in.
Aha. So elaborate on that. When we're looking for a feeder, what are the things that we think about? What does Kristen think about when she goes to buy a feeder?
One that they don't poop in, and how much food can it
How do you
hold.
know? How do you know they're not going to defecate
So
into said
before
feeder?
when on my vacation, I did fill up the Coop Works there.
Mm-hmm. And how's
and-
how's the coop works going?
It is amazing for reducing waste and holding a lot of feed. Because I have not the silo
Hold on,
two.
hold
I
on.
have
So
the
let's
other
go. Let's
one.
go ahead and share this screen.
I
Let's
think
show
I
every-
almost got 2 full bags in there because I could round it up the pile.
So 100 pounds.
Yeah,
Wow.
This one's the smaller one. By the
Yeah.
way.
So we're looking at the smaller
it
one.
does hold a lot.
So there's the Coop Works feeder, and super great guy. It was Tom
Carter.
Carter from Coop Works, and he just reached out recently and said they got a new watering system.
Ooh.
They have their own specialized watering nipples, if you will, that go into the feeder. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know anything more about it, but that is hopefully
Just the waste reduction alone, I think, makes that worthwhile.
right.
And I am always, I try to be simple and old school and like, you don't have to spend a lot of money and stick with what works. So I've always used the galvanized hanging feeders, the trough in the bottom, the gravity fed. But they do tend to sometimes poop in it. And there's a lot of waste when they're trying to get food out of that trough.
That is true. Even if you hang it, because
Yeah.
that's one of the things I always tell people is make sure you hang the feeder.
They
That'll-
do try to still perch on the edge there.
Are
And
they
there is some triangular pyramid thing that
It's
you
like a
can put on
cone that
top.
goes
Yeah,
right
a
over
cone,
top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we have supplied our customers with many of them. We should start offering a galvanized feeder on our website. I love them. I
They
love
do.
them.
I mean, I would rather use that than. I mean, that would be my second choice.
And there is a comment. Grandpa's feeder is the
Yep.
best feeder I have ever had. Now, is Grandpa's feeder the one I'm thinking about from New Zealand?
Yes. That's the
So-
one in the Santa Rosa coop.
Yes. Can we bring
Melissa?
that? Can we bring that up on the website real quick? Because and this is another. Again, we're not getting paid, but we want to share with you guys out there. What we have learned, what works, what doesn't work. And Grandpa's feeder, I hear nothing but great things about it. And I do hear there's knockoffs, of course, and we could use this as a fulfillment link on our website too, couldn't we?
We'd have to talk to them, but yeah.
Really? Well,
I mean, we'd have to if you want to get something.
So yeah,
for
go
it.
ahead and share this screen.
I'm
So
getting
here's Grandpa. You know me.
I
Mr.
have
Fish.
seen those. They step on it and it opens. Is that what happens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're made in New Zealand, correct?
Yes.
All right. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, how many things do you see that are made in New Zealand? And I had a customer. We have had a customer out in California, and out in California, they just have tons of. I'm not going to call them deer mice. I know they weren't a house mouse. They were like a field mouse of some sort. I can't remember the exact species. Either way, they were just feeding like crazy on the chicken feed, and nothing's more upsetting than feeding mice,
Right.
right? So this customer, she introduced me to this feeder, and she said this is a great way to, there we go, that's a great picture, to prevent the mice from coming in. And I remember the tip she talked about is, in order for the chickens to learn to feed out of this feeder, is to leave it open,
Mm-hmm.
and then once they all learn to eat out of it, then you make it so that step mechanism that they're standing on will open it. And that keeps the mice out because the mice are too light to open it.
Oh, and it says sparrows too.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much everything other than the chickens. Unless you got a raccoon could obviously figure it out. But you shouldn't, if you put this
Right.
inside your run, you should not have that issue.
What about the tiny little game phantoms?
Mm.
See, that's the problem.
There might be an adjustable spring.
There
I don't
is,
know.
but you're gonna have to do it to the lightest chicken, I would think.
You absolutely are the lightest chicken's it's gonna go hungry. That's a great question. I never thought about that. We should call Grandpa's Feeders or email
Carolina
them.
Coops could buy one. We could test it.
Because I have that little Sarama and I have the little game, and
Yeah.
they weigh like nothing.
Yeah, I almost declared it take your purse hen to work tape.
I'm surprised you didn't.
I thought of it just when I let him out.
That reminds me when you had the fight with the HOA and you brought chicken poop to an HOA meeting. They freaked out, and you didn't want to tell them. Well, you also had a chicken hidden in your purse. You're like, I guess I'm not gonna break that one out. Anyways, so yeah, this is a great feeder. It is expensive, just like everything else.
And they freaked out because I had it, not because they could smell it.
Right. So you pay for what you get. I have heard nothing but great things.
You
but
get what you pay for.
What did I say? You get what you pay for.
No,
pay
you
for...
said you pay for what you get.
All right. Sorry.
And
All right. Thank
that's
you.
true too, though.
You
Yes,
do.
Thank you.
Hopefully.
You get what you pay for, and I've been told there are knockoffs that are not nearly as good, which is not surprising. So,
Can I just make a little public service announcement to that end as far as chicken Christmas lists and knockoffs? If anybody out there sees one of our coops for $99, you're getting scammed. That's all I'm going to say.
you've seen them.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
sent me
I
the
did,
one
I
that
did.
it made it look like Walmart was selling
Yeah.
our chicken coop for
Yeah.
99. And even I was slightly.
Lowe's, Costco, all those, they're spoofing, they're taking all that branding.
Uh-huh.
They're scams. And they even had a picture of me.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
It's the same people because they're taking the same page and they're just redoing it under a bunch of different things. But if you see one of our coops for $99 that weighs 62 pounds, you are not getting an American coop, I guarantee
You
it.
might get a picture of one of our
You
cups
might.
for $99.
You might.
You know, that's a good point. Yeah, it really ticks me off, but that's just today's day.
Oh, well, okay. Well, one of my favorite. I'm gonna move on. Well, but that was very important. One of my favorite things is the automatic door, and it reminded me that I fell for the Facebook bait, and I bought that plastic automatic door. Yeah, I got 2 for $80, and it said it was made in the USA. It said it was all aluminum. And I got it in the mail after 2 months, and it is like the flimsiest plastic. There's no aluminum on it, and it was clearly made in China and shipped from China.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, and it's I'm gonna install it, and I don't have high hopes for it.
You
But
should- you should
stay
do-
tuned. I will.
You should do an unboxing on TikTok. Of
Yes,
Mm.
yes, I will.
That would be a lot of fun.
And we can do with the unboxing of that and the chicken guard. that
So
we
I
like.
saw that chicken door a lot. And how much was it?
It was. I got 2 of them for $80.
Yeah, I want to say I saw
was
it
like
for even
40,
cheaper.
35.
And again,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
I
there's
probably
just,
paid
you know,
too
as a
much.
business owner that sells products.
I mean, it was like just a flimsy piece of it was like a flimsy piece of plastic, no thicker than this for the door.
Yeah, we should definitely do an unboxing because it does make me mad when
Yeah.
they are geniuses at manipulating these ads and lying to the people and taking their money because they don't care. And one of the reasons why we love doing this show is to be able to share this information with people so that they don't get robbed and that you know exactly what you should be thinking when you make whatever purchase it is, from the chicken coop to the feeders and whatnot. So speaking of purchases, we talked about the feeder. All right, that is definitely a must-have. And then, of course, the other one is water. All right, so let's talk about, okay, I got to get a waterer. Got to get a water for our chickens. We have our go-tos, our standard ones. Can we bring that up real quick? Just what some of our regular gravity-style waters.
All right. Please stand by.
Please
Talk
stand
amongst
by.
I would go to I like, what is it, Premier Poultry. They have a great selection.
I have one that that is just a blue bucket that has the nipples underneath, which I like because it teaches them how to use the nipples.
Yeah, and I really like the 3-gallon the 3-gallon bucket from Premier with the nipples on the bottom because they're recessed and you can put it on the ground and fill it up. And that one right there with the blue bucket with people can't see
No.
Right, we're getting
That
there.
heated one, I think, is really good.
You can go ahead and share the screen, Ingrid. People enjoy that we're doing.
Let's
So what
see.
Ingrid's doing right now, she's just bringing it up because we're doing what everyone would do. We're going to go onto a website and we're going to look for it, but they're just seeing us with Christmas hats and lights on.
Right,
now.
I think it would be.
There we go. Just go ahead and share. It's
It'd
okay.
be poultry.
There we go. Now going back to the website. Here we go. So Ingrid's searching her way around. So again, we're not getting paid by Premiere. I would like it if we did. But yeah, you made that point about that particular water. So here's the thing. There are a lot of waterers out there that are gravity style
I guess it would be underwaters.
that are about
What?
nothing.
So I have that one right there, the heated one,
Uh-huh.
and that one works well.
So how many? Okay, so it's a 3-gallon capacity, which is actually pretty good. Most of them are like 1, maybe 2 gallons. One of the things I don't like about that is that means you're gonna have to change the water on a regular basis. But there's a lot of people who are like, well, Matt, you should change the water on a regular basis.
Yeah, if you don't have very many chickens and you just need that for a couple months in the winter, that one works.
Yeah, I had one that flips upside down. It was so cumbersome to use.
Oh, I had that one. It was
That's
awful.
terrible.
Oh my goodness, what
So-
a waste of money.
all right,
This
so
one
what-
fills from the top.
All right,
Yeah.
so what are we telling the people? If you're going to go out and buy a water, what are the things we're going to look at? Because you go to any agricultural store, you're going to see the white and red ones that are, one of the things I can't stand about them is they got that, the trough along the bottom, and it gets filled with dirt constantly. Versus here, you still have a hanging system, possibly right, but that can get tricky with the water. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
No phones at work, Ingrid.
I know. I don't know what's happening.
All right, so
But usually not that popular.
The one at Premiere that is the one with the nipples, recessed nipples on the bottom, those have lasted me years, and the nipples are still not leaking.
Yeah,
And I am really rough with them.
Yeah, I have that as well, and I highly recommend
The white
them.
one with the green lid.
yeah,
Mine's
wh-
blue, and it's like a rectangular one I got at Urban Chicken.
yeah. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
That
And-
those things have really, really proven. I'm just amazed that they've lasted so.
All right, so what you're saying is you guys just rambled off a bunch of different waterers, but the one thing they all have in common is there's a nipple drinking device.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So I think that is the important thing to emphasize to people is that why do we want that nipple drinking device, right here? Why do we want this?
Because you don't have to clean out the trough.
Exactly.
Because chickens constantly, they scratch and peck and scratch and peck. So they're throwing stuff in the air constantly because that's just what they do.
I just remembered something. I forgot I meant to have this ready. This is a little surprise for everyone. And since we're talking about Ingrid does not like surprises. Right there is a clue. Nan, can you go grab in shipping? Emily made them up so we can photograph them and get them on the website because we are now going to offer these as a standard product. Do you know what I'm talking about? Nan's like, oh God, what the hell are you doing now?
Water bars.
Can you? They are water bars out in shipping. Actually, no, they're in the water bar making department up on one of the shelves. There is going to be there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. If I did my math correctly. Can you bring in all 4, please?
I would love to.
Thank you, Nonner. All right.
And then the gold standard, of course, is your watering system because you don't have to do a thing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Jeez, I was wondering when we were going to get to that part.
Yeah. I mean,
We don't want to seem too
Well, I use
self-promotional.
the other ones when I'm raising chicks and when I have, and then over at my daughter's house, she has a new coop. So she doesn't have your watering system yet. Maybe someday she'll get your watering system. But so the other ones are great for just starting out or before you can save up to get this. But this is the gold standard.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what I want to emphasize is what is the thought process? Like, especially now that we've had chickens.
What a great picture.
Thank you. Yeah, that's why I wanted
Look
to
at
bring
that variety.
Yes. Yeah, that was down in Delray Beach, and he already sold his house. We're building him another chicken coop.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. He that's a whole nother story. It's a great story. But anyways, so I forgot what I was already going to say, but the point is I want to make sure people understand what is the thought process when choosing all these different products. Because the one thing that ticks me off about anything that people are trying to sell is they mislead people, especially when it comes to chicken coops. But always understand, this is the same conversation we have with our customers when they call us. We explain why. But the reason why we love our system is it's a set it and forget it.
Right. Even through the winter, no
Yeah.
frozen water.
I tell you, when I go out there and I hear that pump going, it's the best sound in the world.
Isn't that great?
It's just like,
Yeah, that is awesome. All right, so we talked about the feeder, talked about the waterer. Must-haves. Now, I want to be careful. I don't want to scare people away if you're thinking about getting chickens, because you don't have to get a lot of stuff. Of course, you got to have the ability to feed chickens.
it's a chicken Christmas list. So
I know, but so is there any other must-haves?
I love the chicken door. I already mentioned that.
Yeah,
Is that a must-have, though?
I
Is that a
wish I had that.
It is for me
Why? Why is a chicken door a must-have?
because I free range and I want to be able to control when they free range, and I want to make sure that they're safe at sunset, whenever that may be, and I don't want to have my chickens determine my schedule.
Oh,
I don't.
manage your chickens, not let your chickens manage you.
Yes.
I would say, for me, it is a great thing to have. I once. So we might bounce back. What? Well, yeah, this is. So I have, just so you guys know, Nan doesn't know about this yet. These are more. Here, bring them on in.
Well, Jenna, shut the door before it goes.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Well, okay. Here, stand right there.
why do you have an 8-foot?
Oh, all right, set them off to the side real quick. I want to talk about some things here. So we all know that we have the standard 4-foot roost bar, water bar.
Those two.
I'd say I need a vacation. I do have major problems talking. There is no doubt about that. All right, so we're gonna go back to it's under Coop accessories and the basic poultry water system. The other thing that's driving me crazy too, and I want to let people know. We had a call. Well, hold on.
I can grab it.
No, hold on. No, here, Jetta. Can you hand me the shortest water bar, please? All right, so here's our heated water bar system. And one of the things that have been driving me nuts is we do have drops or scrap. And we just decided, why not? Because people have been starting to ask more and more, can I just get a shorter water bar? Or can I get a longer water bar? So we are going to take some pictures, make them look all pretty, like the picture, behind here, this water bar. And we're going to start selling these. Nan has not gotten the memo yet. Isn't it it's going to be great?
That one would be great for the California coop.
That's a good point. Yes.
Because you don't have that many chickens, so.
Right, and it can still work on the heated water system.
Is that what size is that? I can't.
This
see.
is 2 foot.
Oh yeah,
This
that
is
would be good
24
for
inch,
the
so we got a
Cali.
24-inch water bar. And you can use it for many different reasons. And the other thing is, you don't have to use the horizontal nipples if you have vertical nipples, which I don't love, but for baby chicks, yes. I think it's a great point. You could use this in your brooder and just have your vertical nipples hanging vertically. All right, it's the same thread. All right. Also, speaking of nipples, if you haven't already, please go to Carolina Coops TikTok, start to follow us. I did a video how to replace a broken nipple. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you actually commented on it. I appreciate it. So after the 2 foot, what do we got next? Everyone's seen the 4 foot, so let's bring the 4 foot in. All right, so everyone's seen this. Again, just a 4 foot water bar. This is our Gold 2 standard. 4 foot is great. One, especially for our coops, because it fits the walls. It's super easy to mount. And, the people ask all the time, how many nipples per chicken? And our answer is, was it 4 to 6? 4 to 6 chickens per nipple?
Yeah, I would say.
So we got to get back here. Anyway, so 4 foot water bar, we've all seen that. So this is obviously already for sale. Now we're going to kick it up. Standard. Let's bring in the next one. Look at this.
Maybe I should have the UPS delivery driver come in and hand these to you.
So here's why Nan is giving me the stink eye a little bit. So here's one of the disadvantages. So look at this beauty.
How many nipples is that?
Oh, 6 nipples on a 6
nipples.
Yes.
So it's a foot
It
per
does
nipple.
feel like Christmas.
It's a foot per nipple, yes. So we are going to start offering these standard. Absolutely, because people are asking for them. Now, here's the problem, is shipping them gets expensive. Now, we don't jump into any crazy category to ship a 6 foot water bar yet, do we?
No, but let's talk about the heated option. With
Hold
these
on, we're
because-
gonna get there.
Okay, because this is very stressful for me right now.
I know, because people are gonna have so many questions, and here's where I get
No,
yelled
this
at.
is the time of year that people really start asking.
Well, that is true. Here's what happens to Matt during the week.
What happens to Matt during the week?
Employees come out and go, Matt, what the hell did you say on a video? Why did you tell them we can do this and that? Well, we can, but I try to remember all the details. And so what Nan is saying, she's exactly correct. What we have not done, let me be clear, not done, is test a 6-foot bar on the heated system. And the reason why we have it is we just never planned on making 6-foot water bars for a heated system. We wanted to make sure it worked on the 4-foot. But if you think about it, if you're, have this much more water out in the cold, it may not be able to keep up with the cold, if you will.
Or the pump pushing that much water through the...
That is true. I mean, we can always beef up the pump, but I think it will push it through. But I don't know for sure. So it is designed to be used for the heated water system setup. Doesn't mean it will work. Now, we can just double our wattage. There's all kinds of things we can try out. And if I have guinea pigs, hey, why not? So here we go. And then last but not least.
This one might get thrown like a javelin at you.
And rightfully so.
Here we go. Oh, this one's heavy. So now once we get into the 8-foot water bars, it's like a Star Wars, like the beginning of Star Wars.
Oh, it's like...
Dun, 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 dun.
It goes on and on.
It's like it never ends. And Emily did a great job. She came out with this huge math equation, how she figured all this out. So when we start shipping 8-foot, it gets crazy expensive. This is true for roost bars.
Yes, it's oversized.
It's oversized. So that's one of the downsides. And yes, I know. And again, if people want a custom water bar made and you want to reduce your shipping, we can put a union on it.
That's a great idea.
Thank
that
you.
Works.
Yes. For our plumbers out there, they know exactly what I'm talking about. There is a device that we can use a union, and I think that would be an easy solution.
What is a union? What are you talking about?
A union is how you can join. Here you go, baby. If you
So you
take-
Or
cut
you
it in
can
half.
you can make it just slightly under 8 feet. I mean, who would notice?
No. Well, no, this
It's
is
still-
slightly under 8
Okay,
foot.
all right.
But we're still at that mark.
Yeah.
All right. Easy. We're going to take a light out here. So I forgot. I wanted to show you guys that. So there they are, Ingrid.
When the packages get longer or as long as the delivery trucks that they need to go in, there's a pretty hefty overage charge.
Surcharge, yeah. I also want to just say quickly, Nikki Wagner and Sue Malloy, happy birthday, because they chimed in. They're watching today, and happy birthday to them.
Yes, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
Yes. Birthday and Christmas Eve all in one.
Yeah.
All right. So, sorry, I got a little distracted there. I didn't want to forget about that. So we covered the water, we covered the feeder. Of course, you got the chicken coop. Got to have the chickens. You mentioned the automatic door.
I like the automatic door.
I can see how that's a must-have. I tell you what I can.
It's not a must for everybody, but I like it.
But once you have it,
If you're gonna free range, I think it's a must.
they are so nice.
'Cause
To
all
have.
it takes is one night that you forget to close the door.
I call my neighbor. I text my neighbor.
Can we talk about having a door on the hen house versus on the run? That is a very popular question. And
It
why
is.
don't we have doors on our hen houses? And why shouldn't it be automatic?
Yes, I do get that question a lot, and I guess Non is getting that question too. We're talking about the hen house door on the top of the ladder because it is an option on the website. I usually discourage people from getting that unless they're in an extreme weather situation. And somebody in Florida said, "Oh, yeah, I might like that because of hurricanes." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I can see that." So that's the door that would trap all of your chickens in the hen house. And it is only $50. So
For going on 2 hours of sleep, you're doing pretty damn good. I appreciate it.
and the previous night I didn't get much sleep either because I put my boy on a plane.
I tell you, here's what gets me in trouble. And this is why I'm Mr. Technical, and the word is must. To me, must is you can't go without it. And like the automatic door, you could go without it. But I tell you, once you have it, it is super nice to have. But that does bring up that question, and you're exactly right. So if you're wondering what we're talking about, if you can,
I would say this is one of the least not desirable, but least important.
Necessary.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest with you. I don't blame people for having this question. I can understand why they have this question. Like, do you need a chicken door? And what we're talking about is right here. When the chickens are out in the run, it's let's say sun went down, it's time to go to bed. The chickens come up their wrap and they go through this opening. And let's get another. Let's see here. Well, look at here. We got one right there. So they go up the ramp and they go through this opening.
Oh, but it is so cute. I didn't know how cute it was. Maybe we do need that.
Well, that was for the Carolina. You can tell by the shape.
True, but it's the same thing. You don't need this. and here's what I get. I will admit I get slightly frustrated at this question, but again, I understand why people have it. We do so much work in this run to keep this area 100% safe. That's why you don't need this. My job is to make having chickens as easy as possible. You don't need this thing. However, there are people that insist they got to have it because of hurricanes. I don't think it's going to make a damn bit of difference.
I don't either.
A lot of people, especially up north, they're like, well, it's going to get so cold. Okay, I'll give them that a little. But again, it's going to cause more problems, in my opinion. If you're really worried about the cold that much, and especially keeping them warm in the hen house, this isn't a must-have, but I tell you, people, and I just had this conversation again with someone that just put theirs in, the storm shields.
I would do that if I lived up north.
Absolutely.
Also, if you get one of our penthouses, or if you have a coop that does not have a run, that's when that hen house door would be
Okay.
more
Well, the
necessary.
penthouse comes with that.
It has to, yes.
Yeah.
That's a great point. So let's bring that up.
Because you need it.
Right.
So we make it go standard.
Right.
So here's our penthouse, and it's just a standalone hen house. Yes, you have to have that door right there, without a doubt. Let's see if you can see it right there. Yep. So did we answer that question? You don't need it. And the other thing is, I have had people say, well, Matt, I want it for redundancy in the security. Again,
But then you have to open it up in the morning.
yeah,
You're
it's
giving
such-
yourself more work.
You're giving yourself way more work.
But some people like to go out to their chicken coop at 4:30 or 5 o'clock every single morning, regardless of the weather.
Right. So what you can do, which I
And
think
for
is
those folks, we sell them.
what started this whole conversation, is you can put an automatic door.
Those typically go on the run.
Right. The automatic door goes on the run, but you can put one on the front of your hen house or on the inside of your hen house. And that's a whole nother conversation, which I don't want to bore people, get into the timers, the photo cells, and windows being in the way and yada, yada. But, okay, moving on. Because we have a hard deadline. Ingrid has made it very, very clear. She
Okay,
is
we got
leaving.
10 minutes.
No,
I have
come on.
I have
Uh-oh.
another nice to have, and that is the Suet Holder.
Oh, so nice. So we're moving on to nice to have.
I love the Suet Holder. You can zip tie the black Suet Holder to the inside of your run on the wire. And I like the one with the flip up top, not the one where the whole front opens. So you can put lettuce in there or bananas or whatever you want the chickens to peck at during the day. Because I've noticed if you just throw it on the ground, they don't necessarily eat it all. But if they can peck at it in that Suet Holder, it keeps them busy during the day, and they tend to eat it all.
Yeah, that Suet Holder, I remember, I want to say the first
Yeah.
show we did together 13 years ago, you brought one out, and I was like, yeah, that does make good sense. So moving on to the nice to have. That's the nice to have category.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, we were going to do the nice and naughty chicken list.
Yeah, let us know if you have a naughty chicken or a nice chicken.
Yes. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that information, but it sounds like fun. I want to go back to the must-haves. Now, I have something
What?
that I feel is, I mean, right there it is. I mean, we just went by.
Oh, the hemp.
The hemp.
Yes.
It's not a must, but I tell you, if you want to make chicken keeping easy, especially with the deep litter system, it is the easiest way to make sure you can properly use the deep litter system. Because it is a pH neutral material. It's greener versus pine shavings. So the hemp, I think, is just a almost a must-have, if not a must-have. And you talk to anyone that uses it, they would say right now, no, Matt, it is a must-have. So we're scrolling through the Instagram here. What are we looking for? And are we up to 12,000 followers yet?
I was looking.
Look at that rainbow.
I was looking for. I have a Suet thing that I use that Kristen was
gotcha.
talking about, but I couldn't find it. I didn't know you had that on there.
We need to do another competition and break that 12,000.
What? Oh,
12,000 followers.
We do have merch coming.
The merch is in.
I gotta
You guys do have Christmas
Fashion
presents.
show. Fashion show at
We're
work.
going to start setting up our own in-house merch shop, question mark.
I thought we were selling it online.
Oh yeah, we are, but we're gonna make it here, so it can be done here.
Okay.
I forgot that is Kristen's dream to have the guys out in the shop and girls do a fashion Carolina Coops merch show.
It was also in the office.
So everyone,
Yeah.
that
the
does
office
kind of
show.
sound like fun. Maybe come this spring we can do something like that. That sounds
We
like
need
fun.
to have the
New York. We need to have the New York shop visit the North Carolina shop and have an all-out chicken paraphernalia merch fashion show. Oh yeah, red carpet style.
Yeah, we could do that. I just saw a comment from Mike Trapp that just blew me away.
What?
Do you see that? I saw an ad that shows Best Buy. I love Best Buy, but we know it's fake. Selling Carolina Coops.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
It was Costco, Best
We've
Buy,
spent enough money
Lowe's.
there.
Yeah, right.
They're not selling. The only people that are selling our Coops
It's us.
are us.
Yes. Yeah, we know there's knockoffs. We know there's people hiding, stealing this, and we're aware of it. But if you see it, please, again, I can't thank everyone for sharing it with us because it does help our argument and add to our arsenal. So it is at 12:54. Ingrid has said she has to leave at 1. Is that still true, Ingrid? Can we go over just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
What if
thank
we
you.
do Christmas shots? Will you stay longer?
Oh, let's. It is time for Christmas shots, everyone. Christmas shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Twist
And then we were doing naughty chickens and
Yeah. So, and I haven't seen a lot of the comments yet, but I wanted to hear what people say, what they think their must-haves are. But is there anything else must-haves for a chicken coop?
Well, I definitely think the deep litter. So the hemp and the deep litter is a must-have.
Yeah. The other thing we didn't talk about, we talked about the feeder, but we didn't talk about the feed. That is a must-have. That feed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can imagine that's a whole nother world. Like good feed, bad feed, GMO, non-GMO. I can only imagine that almost might be in a whole nother show.
Mm-hmm. It is a whole nother show.
To talk about what should you feed the chickens? Should you ferment it? We did that a lot with the pigs. We fermented the pig feed. The goats, they absolutely loved it. And there's huge benefits to fermenting it, but also for chickens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've never done it for chickens. It's never felt it necessary.
Like I said, it's not the entire feed that I do, but I do a supplement where I give them scratch grains that are fermented. And I think it definitely helps.
Also, I did want to mention that my dad's birthday was yesterday. We had a fun little birthday party with him here in the Carolinas, which is great. And that was a lot of fun. But he mentioned something. This is also true. He has 12 chickens, and they all drink out of the same 2. And I know he's referring to the 2 watering nipples. Yeah. Huh. So, we have an industry standard. I don't want to make a claim, and people are going to start yelling at me and, the YouTube chicken police. But it's just like nest boxes. You'll get like 8 sharing one nest box.
Right.
So that's why I often
just
say
a favorite.
Industry standard. It's just my way of my disclaimer so I don't get yelled at.
I have a cinder block for the little ones to reach the water bar, and all the chickens get up on there. Every single one.
That's interesting.
Funny.
Yeah.
So what are some of the fun things while we're waiting for Christmas Coop shots, Carolina Coop shots? You mentioned the Suet Holder. What are some of the other things that people are thinking about that would be fun to get?
What about a swing? I know some people the chickens use swings. I've tried. They never went on there.
I've never seen them actually use it.
I was going to wrap up the whole what not to buy, and that was one of them.
The chicken
Yeah.
swing?
I don't
The
know
chicken
why,
swing.
but the swing drives me crazy. And I know it's because in my extermination days, one of the first things you're taught in bird exclusion is birds in general do not like to perch and land on things that are going to move and flop around.
Right. If you go back to nature.
Ingrid never wants to drink with us. It's Christmas.
I can't do a shot
I
on an
will
empty
pay-
stomach.
I will pay for your Uber.
No, I need my
I don't
car.
think this is really a shot. So anyways, things that you that
So
are
definitely
nice to have.
the swing is a yeah.
Oh, okay, so the things that you don't want to have, the swing is a no-no. That drives me nuts. What are some of the other things? What are some of the other things you can think of that people get that you don't have to have?
Well, you
Fancy scratch.
Oh, sweaters?
sweat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Sweaters.
Sweaters.
That's a
They
good
don't need
Saddles.
sweaters.
Yes, you don't need.
Nobody needs a saddle.
They don't need a nightlight.
Don't need a night light.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to have a light on in the wintertime
Yeah.
to keep them laying. Well, I mean, it will help supposedly keep them laying. I almost say that's a
And
definitely.
I mentioned it before, but when you're raising chicks, you don't need the 250 watt red light.
Because that'll fry them.
Yeah, I mean, you typically need like a 75 watt incandescent.
I love that Matthew Kabbalah said, I made 2 swings for my girls and they are completely terrified of it.
Yeah.
I did too. I made them a swing early on.
Yeah, the swings drive me nuts. They just drive me nuts because I know it's just they're gonna hate it.
But
And there's proof right there.
you see chickens on swings. I've seen videos of this.
Yeah, I can
It must
make
be.
a
Oh, and
Not everything you see online is true.
right. and We can Photoshop. We can fake anything in a picture and a video. A little awkward silence there for a little bit. Okay, shots. Merry Christmas.
all right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Welcome back. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope it's Fireball, right?
I'm afraid to drink it.
Go, Ingrid. All right.
It is Fireball.
It is. Oh, that's so
Tasty.
good. It's officially Christmas.
Cinnamony.
We're so festive.
That is cinnamony.
Fireball.
delicious?
It is so good.
That is good.
It's festive.
I have a feeling when Ingrid gets drinking, she gets a little crazy. I think that's why she doesn't want us.
I think it's going to be great.
All right, so it is 12:59. I know Ingrid said we have to end the show 1 o'clock hard. If there's not any other questions or comments,
I know my chickens look forward to the holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, because they get the leftovers.
Oh. So talk about giving chicken carcasses to chickens
Who has chicken for Christmas?
or turkey.
Turkey, yeah. My turkey carcasses. I mean, I took a picture of it. It's just
chickens.
crazy how much they eat.
I don't think. Do you see that? I'm messing Ingrid up. I don't know if she sees that, but go ahead, Ingrid.
See what?
Nothing.
That you did that?
Yes. Or is that to move it over?
Do we have any questions to answer?
Oh my gosh.
I'm driving Ingrid crazy.
What else is new?
All right. It is 1 o'clock. I think it's time. Yes, it is Christmas Eve. I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas Eve. I made a commitment to Ingrid that we would end at 1 o'clock hard. I can't thank everyone enough for taking the time on their Christmas Eve to join us for Video Chicken. Merry Chickmas. Going over things that you must have. So I tell you, what did we learn today?
We must have we also must have a great coop. I think that's important.
The coop is important. The feeder, the waterer.
Yeah. I mean, you can do it cheaply, inexpensively, but it's nice to have the conveniences of the improved products. And it's great to see so much innovation in the chicken backyard poultry.
There is a lot of
Area.
innovation. If there's
Yeah.
anything I want people to take away from it, is that's all there is. It's not complicated.
Yeah. But
It-
you can stick to the basics.
Stick to the basics. That's all you need. How many times have we seen people do too much
Mm-hmm.
and it does nothing but cause problems?
It makes it complicated.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up. Have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you guys for
Happy
being here.
holidays.
We're going to go take some more shots and have a
Maybe.
start our Christmas off right. Have a Merry Christmas.
Take care of yourself and take care of your chickens.
That's right.
Yes.